Today we're going through all the FBA fees you need to understand to sell on the Amazon UK marketplace. Roll the intro. If this is your first time finding my channel, then firstly welcome. My name is Andrew and I'm a 19-year-old from the UK currently starting an Amazon FBA private label business. If you're interested in Amazon FBA or entrepreneurship, then I definitely recommend you hit the subscribe button because I'm creating videos with as much value as possible on these topics. Okay, these are the Amazon FBA UK fees accurate of April 2019. Okay, so what are the actual fees that Amazon charges to sell on their platform? Well, firstly we've got the fulfillment fee, and this is just a flat fee that you pay per unit. And this is going to be based on the type of product you're selling, the dimensions and the weight. So obviously the fulfillment fee for a desk is going to be a lot higher than for a wallet. Okay, I'll just show you quickly how you can find out the fulfillment fee for your product. So I'll link to this page in the description, but if you want to find it, just type in Amazon FBA fulfillment fee calculator and you'll come to this page, scroll down, and as you can see we have got the calculator down here. So all you got to do is put in the price, dimensions and weight of your product and you'll get a fulfillment fee to sell this product on Amazon. So if we go with the example of a product in the standard size category, that is a large envelope size and weighs under 960 grams, then it's going to cost £2.05 for Amazon to fulfill this product. But if we were to go into the oversized category and we were doing a standard oversize of less than 1760 grams, for example, you can see the fulfillment fee is a lot higher at £4.96. That's why for the most part I tend to look for products in the standard size category because the fulfillment fee is just a lot lower. Okay, next up we've got the referral fee, and this is just Amazon's commission that they take every time you sell a product on their platform. So this is usually 15% and it depends on the category of the product you're selling, and the minimum fee is 40 pence in most cases. Okay, next up we've got the storage fee, and this is a monthly fee that Amazon charges you for storing your products in their warehouses. So the storage fee that you'll be charged depends on the cubic feet of your products. So of course the more space that you take up in Amazon's warehouse, the higher the storage fee is going to be. Now the storage fee can be broken up into two other fees. So we've got the monthly storage fee and your long-term storage fees. So as the name suggests, the monthly storage fee is a fee charged monthly based on the cubic feet of your product in the Amazon warehouse. And these are the monthly storage costs as of April 2019. So between Q1 and Q3, you're going to be charged 65 pence per cubic foot that you take up in an Amazon warehouse. So say you've got 100 units of a kitchen product taking up 100 cubic feet, then you'll be charged £65 a month to store it in Amazon. Also notice in Q4 that the monthly storage fee for products not in the clothing and shoes and bags category goes up to 91 pence. But for products in the clothing and shoes and bags category, it actually goes down to 39 pence. So just keep this in mind when you're doing your calculations. Okay, and the long-term storage fees are actually changing as of 1st of August 2019. So from now on, any of your stock that is held in Amazon for more than 365 days is going to be charged a long-term storage fee of £4.30 per cubic foot per month. So as you can see, Amazon really don't want you holding your stock in their warehouse for more than 365 days. So when you're deciding on how much inventory to order, just make sure there's not really any chance that it'll be held in Amazon for more than 365 days. Because if it is, your profit margins are going to be hit hard. Now, something that not a lot of people consider when they're deciding whether a product is going to be profitable or not is the fact that you actually get charged VAT on your Amazon fees. So you have to pay VAT of 20% on top of your fulfillment fee, your referral fee, and your storage fees. Okay, so let's take the example of a pull-up bar. Okay, so say we're going to be selling it on Amazon for £20. That would make the referral fee £3, that's 15% of the £20, and then we're going to be paying VAT on top of that of 60p. Same with the fulfillment fee, so we're going to be charged £5 and 5 pence, but we're also going to be charged VAT of £1 and 1 pence on top of that. And if we had a monthly storage fee of 20 pence, then we'd have to pay an extra 4 pence on top of that. So your fees are actually going to be £1.65 greater when you account for VAT. So with this in mind, don't rely on the FBA calculator. So let's take the example of the pull-up bar and put it into the revenue calculator. Okay, with an item price of £20, a delivered to Amazon cost of £1, and the cost of the product being £3, we're making £7.76 profit at a 38.8% profit margin. But if we run it through a spreadsheet that takes into account VAT and Amazon fees, the duties, etc., then as you can see that the difference in the margin is over 10%. So while the FBA revenue calculator can be good for getting a rough idea whether a product will be profitable, I definitely recommend you run it through an actual spreadsheet that accounts for all the fees for selling that product. Okay, so there are some other FBA services that have their own fees attached to them depending on whether your product is in the standard category or the oversized category. Okay, so firstly you can pay Amazon to have your product removed, so this is where they're going to take the units out of the Amazon warehouse and send them to your address. And this is 60p for a product in the standard category and £1 in the oversized category. So a common reason why you'd want to do this is say that your product is coming up on the long-term storage fee. So you know there's a good chance that you're not going to be able to sell off your stock before the 365 days. Well, instead of paying the long-term storage fee of £4.30 per cubic foot, it may just be more cost effective to have them removed and sent to your home address. You can also have your product disposed of, so say you don't actually want them sent into your address, you just want Amazon to get rid of them, then you can pay them 20p for a standard product or 50p for an oversized product, and they'll just dispose of your products. Next, you've got the FBA label service, so they can actually put the FNSKU barcode on your product for you if you don't get your supplier to do it. Now, if you're not sure what an FNSKU barcode is, or all this is just a bit too new to you, then I recommend you watch my full guide to Amazon FBA that I recently uploaded. In it, I go through a live example of actually creating a product listing and explaining how you would get the FNSKU barcode and then send it to the supplier so they can put it onto your product instead of paying Amazon the 15p per unit to do it themselves. Okay, next up, your product may need additional packaging, so if it's a liquid or a fragile product. Now, if you're just starting this business, I don't recommend you do a product that would need this, but if you do, it's 25p for a standard product and 50p for an oversized product. Finally, you can pay extra for bubble wrap, so if you're getting complaints that you're selling a fragile product and it's coming broken, then you can pay Amazon an additional 40p for a standard product and 80p for an oversized product to add an extra layer of protection in the form of bubble wrap. Okay, that's been an overview of some of Amazon's fees, but let's take a look at the fees you're going to be paying when you're shipping your goods from China to the UK. Okay, so the shipping from China fees. So firstly, the main one that you'll be paying is import VAT, and this is 20% of the value of your goods plus duties plus insurance plus any other associated fees with getting your product from China to the UK. Now, I'll do an actual example of how to calculate import VAT at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. Okay, next up we got duties, and these are a variable tariff based on the type of goods that you're importing. So typically you're going to be paying around 4 to 5% for this, but this can be as low as 2% or it could be upwards of 10%. So I'll show you at the end how you can actually find this out for your own product. Okay, next up you've got shipping insurance, and this basically just covers you if your goods get lost or damaged. You know, you'll just get some kind of compensation for them. Typically it won't be too much compared to the value of the goods, so if you're shipping multiple thousands of pounds worth of goods, then I definitely recommend this. To get insurance, what I do is just tell my freight forwarder I'm wanting insurance. I'll provide them with an invoice from my supplier showing them the value of the goods, and then they handle getting the actual insurance for the goods. Next up, another cost I wasn't aware of when I started was pallets. So if you're sending in a large shipment that is going to need to be put on pallets, then you're going to have to pay, typically £15 for each pallet. So not a massive cost, but just something to be aware of. Finally, we've got a deferment fee, and this is if you're using a freight forwarder, then you're going to be paying them typically around 1.5% of the total value of VAT plus duties for them to essentially pay those things on your behalf. So if I was doing a huge shipment and I was paying VAT and duties of £10,000, then I'd have to pay £150 deferment fee to my freight forwarder to handle this. Now, not all freight forwarders are going to have a deferment fee, so just check with them if this is something you're going to have to pay. Okay, so let's go through an actual example of how to calculate VAT and duties. Okay, firstly, you've got to take the value of your goods in US dollars. So this is going to be, in this case, $5 times 1,000 units, that'll be $5,000. Next, what you got to do is convert it to pounds using HMRC's latest exchange rate. Now, HMRC updates the exchange rates monthly, and the exchange rate you'll be charged is based on when your product actually arrives in the UK. So right now it's around 1.3, so just take $5,000, divide by 1.3, and you're left with £3,846. Next, we've got to add the shipping cost and the insurance and just any other associated fees with the shipping, and we'll go with £500 in this case. Okay, now we can calculate the duties by taking the £3,846 product cost, adding the £500 shipping cost, and then timesing by 5% in this case to get us £217.30. Now we've got that, we can work out the VAT. So take the £3,846 product cost, add the £500 shipping cost, add the duties of £217.30, times by 0.2 or 20%, and you get £913. So as you can see, we've now worked out that we're going to be paying duties of £217.30 and VAT of £913. So whenever you're trying to work out how much it will cost to bring your products from China to the UK, just use this method and you should be fine. Okay, for finding out the duty rate you're going to be paying, just look up Trade Tariff Finder, and it's on the gov.uk website. So you'll come to this page, click Start Now, and say you're importing some kind of kitchen set, maybe like a knife set. What I would type in is something along the lines of kitchen utensils. Click search, and more often than not it's not going to come up straight away because there's not going to be a duty code for kitchen utensils. So just look through and try and find the one that suits your product the best. So here we would go with this one here, so spoons, forks, ladles, and just general kitchen products. Okay, again, just scroll down and look for the category that best suits your product. So if we've got a stainless steel knife set, we might go with this one. Click other, and as you can see, we've got the stainless steel category code. So all you got to do is look under the third country duty code, and as you can see, we're going to be paying 8.5%. Now this is definitely on the higher end. Typically they'll be around 4.7%, but like I said, they can range anywhere from 2 to 10%. Okay, that's been my explanation of all the fees associated with selling on Amazon. Now of course there's a lot more to Amazon than just the fees you're going to have to pay, so I recommend you check out my full guide to Amazon FBA that I'll link in the top right. In this video, I go through everything you need to know to start selling on Amazon, from product research all the way to creating the shipping plan and having your products sent to Amazon. Otherwise, I hope you found this video really helpful, and if you did, I'd really appreciate it if you drop a like. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.